don't even drink a lot of water. I just drank just a little bit, just to the things that women think about are things for others, a children, a husband, a job, a friends, a family. It's all about what she can do for them. That is why I do not understand why a woman would shack up with a man, give him all the benefits of being a wife. Don't you understand that while you're living with a man, you're already a wife? They say it's playing house. It's not. You're already a wife. You're doing everything a wife does, but you know what? You have no fucking protection. You have no protection. Here it is. You're doing everything for this man. I love women. I make love to women. I'm with women. I not with one right now. I haven't been in a while, but listen to me. When I used to sleep with men as a woman, and I'm on the aggressive side, as masculine side, but I'm still a woman. I know who I am, and I know the role that I play in this society. When I used to sleep with men, I would have men that would want to marry me. There were some that even wanted to open up bank accounts for me. They wanted to give me everything. I know how men operate, you see. I know how men operate, you know. For the most part, a lot of it, I'm still doing my research, but in order to in order to find out how a man operates, you have to be in it to win it. You have to be with them. In other words, if a man can, he will. If a man could have you to do everything that a wife can do without him having the responsibility, he'll do it. He'll do it. You know, it saddens me. It actually saddens me when I see women in relationship with men, living with a man, and hanging on for dear life, hoping one day he'll ask her to marry him. Well, it's the saddest and the funniest thing ever. Honey, my dear, what excuse is he giving you? Oh, one day, he's not ready yet. It's not the right time. We don't have enough money. Then we don't have enough money to live together. Why? No. No, but why? The minimum you're supposed to live together is 1 year. I don't even think you're supposed to live together ever. Listen, why would I? This is just my thinking. I'm a lesbian, right? But why would I move in to take my funds, my hard-earned money, and move in with a man who I don't know if I'm going to be with in 5 or 10 years? Why don't you know? Well, you're saying, well, what if you get married and you don't know if it's going to be, well, under the law unprotected as a wife. I don't know if you check, but as a wife, the courts are more favorable to the woman. Do you know who made those rules? And you do know it's men that run the court system, and men is the one that implemented these laws and these allowances for women, right? Do you know why? Because as a man, men know what women have to go through as a wife. Why? Because they're husbands. They're not men. They make men out, this society, they make men out to be brutish, to be like these overbearing oafs and like these gorillas. And yeah, they are to some extent, but men are very, very astute. They're very intelligent, and they're not fucking stupid. Men are not stupid. They make these allowances for us as women because they know what women as the weaker sex have to go through, have to put up with. They know who men are. Why? Because they are men. I'm trying to open up your eyes. You never understood why older women always wanted younger women to get married. They know they knew that marriage offers their child, their daughter, a certain protection that nobody else can give them. And you have these feminists coming aboard and saying, don't take his name, you don't need a man. It's even in the entertainment, the songs. And you have women out here, young women, who are brokenhearted and they just feel like they're stripped of everything. But honey, why? Why would you, here it is, you're 17, 18, 19, 20. Was that your dream? Was your dream to work, save your money, and go shack up with a man? No, my dear. Let that man put you in a house or a home. You don't understand what I'm saying, right? Before you met that man, where were you? Where were you living? Were you living in your mother's house, your parents' house? Were you rooming with other girls? Were you on your own? Let me tell you something. Maybe I shouldn't tell you. Maybe I'm going to start another podcast, and I'm going to start it for the young ones. This is something maybe your mother never told you. But this is woman to woman. And this is what I want you to implant in your young daughter. Never leave where you are staying until a man could put you somewhere. You're already somewhere else. If you're making your own money, taking care of yourself, why would you take your money to put it with another man's money so you can help take care of him. You do understand when you put your finances together, it's helping him too, right? In someone you don't know if they're in it for the long haul. Oh, but I love him. You can love him from a distance, honey. You can love him and you don't have to live with him. Then when you live with a man, you're married to him without the protection. You didn't know that, did you? That's why you're in tears when he just ups and leave, and there's nothing holding him. You may say that there's nothing holding him when you, but the protection under the law of this land, you're offered a protection. You're offered. Well, what's the difference? What's the difference? You're doing everything a wife does as a girlfriend living with him. I'll be damned. Even I know as a lesbian, even I know that I don't let men live with me. When I used to have sex with men, I would let them come. The best thing to do is to go to a hotel with a man, because sometimes after you do the deed with them, they don't want to leave. Because you would have to, because you don't want to be rude, right? Because you just spend an intimate time together, but I'm trying to give him a hint. Like I would be looking at the door. I would be looking at his shoes, his boots, and I would just, I'm just like, okay, it's time for you to go now, sir. Thank you. And goodbye. Until we meet again. I would not have a man invading my space every fucking day if he was not my husband. You cannot live with me if you're not my husband. See, in order for you as a man to live with me, you have to be special. In order for you to partake of my treasure, oh, why? Why are you allowing a man, they're chuckling on the inside, They're chuckling on the inside. And let me give you a tidbit of something you have not realized and you would never know. Because as we go through and we do this podcast, I will tell you some things that you either didn't know or hadn't realized. And one of them is right now. Did you know by you living with a man, and not have him marry you or be married to him? Do you not know that he has lost a little bit of respect for you? Come again.